All right,
Hello.
hello. Hi, everyone. Woo! Welcome to the Demonplague. My name is James Intricasso. I go by he, him, and I am your dungeon master for this fun romp through the end of the world here with some amazing players. Let's go around the table and we will meet people. Lisa, why don't we start with you as our guest? Let the people out there know who you are.
I am Lisa Chen. You might know me as @MercifulDM on Twitter. I am the community manager for the D&D Adventurers League and the Dungeon Masters Guild. But today, I am Targanoth, the Brave. I am very brave and very mysterious, and no one in this party knows anything about me.
Exactly. And TK, who are you and who are you playing?
It's me. It's TK. I'm back from vacation, and I am tanner than I was, if you can't tell. Yeah.
Ooh.
It's delightful. It's all the makeup covering up the fact that I am hella sunburned. And I'm playing Isabel Halfback, your favorite petty mother-in-law.
Excellent.
And I learned two very important things from my fellow adventurers. Number one, I got a dope axe. Number two, we cured the Demonplague last episode. So we did it. Mission accomplished.
That's right. Demonplague cured, except not.
Wait.
Lauren, who are you and who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. You might know me as Obo Crazy. I have just returned from Emerald City Comic Con, so if Rock the Aarakocra Rogue sounds a little bit more horse than normal, more horse than bird, I guess. That's why. And yes, my Aarakocra Rogue, since we've been able to level up quite a bit because, hey, we've been fighting demons and things, she is now level 13, and I feel like I do this every episode, but it brings me such joy. At this moment, her passive perception is a 30, so she can see Lisa coming.
Whoa, I see. Lisa, not Lisa's character.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait a second. Are we level 13?
We are level 13, and so all of our bonuses went up, which meant all my passives went up. She's an Inquisitor rogue, so she can see through space and time.
What? I didn't get anything for level 13. This is garbage.
All our bonuses went up?
Yeah, I believe your proficiency
bonus goes.
Yeah, and my sneak attack went up, which is why I was desperate for D6s. Hey, if anyone has some cool D6s, I'm like running out of
I just thought that you just needed more D6s.
I do, but also because.
Oh, okay. Okay, cancel. Thank you. Okay, so did I get anything fancy? Dang it.
Did you get anything fancy?
No. It doesn't look like it.
You just got more numbers to things, like I did.
Some numbers. Neat. I got numbers. Oh, I have like a 14 in athletics. Wow. Your buffest, pettiest mother-in-law. I'm sorry. I'm gonna mute myself.
And yes, Rudy, who are you and who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Rudy Basso, he, him. I'm playing Rain Bowie, a human monk. And this is weird, but at level 13, monks get the ability to talk to anything that can understand them. So now I speak every language, and they can understand me because of something, key, mind, something.
I'm glad you elaborated because I was like, I can also talk to anyone who can understand me.
Oh.
No, I just as a person.
Sure.
But yes. You can speak any language.
Language, yeah. Kind of weird, I think, but okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, no, it's a helpful ability, especially if you want to be able to not punch your way out of everything.
Ha ha ha! Foolish, James. That is not how I work. Now they'll understand my threats and screams of how I'm gonna punch them or whatever. Now they'll know before I hit them, which is how every good fight goes.
They need to be able to understand you in order to.
I'll explain my reasoning for punching them.
Yes, of course.
Which is usually just, I am awesome.
So before we begin, I would like to direct our viewing audience to look over my head at our bit donations. We already have some people donating to me, the GM,
What?
James Intricasso. So that makes 8 failures that I have ready to spring upon our PCs here. I better get using them. Otherwise, people will think I'm just hoarding failures. And so you can also see there are other bit donations for great things. You can get an NPC named after you, or you can buy a health potion or a success for one of our amazing players here today. In addition, whenever we roll a natural 20, we'll be giving away a free PDF, including possibly a PDF of this adventure, which we are playing right now, this level 1 through 20 adventure, the Demonplague. It is massive. It is 372 pages, and I helped write it. So if you are interested in that, whenever a natural 20 is rolled, keep an eye out, and then we'll do a drawing at the end of the show. Now, last time on the Demonplague, back in the village of Tomar's Crossing, Rock was given a magic axe by Huberg Greyborn, which she then gave to Isabel. Isabel, just so you know, this is a +2 axe that deals an extra 1d6 cold damage on a successful hit. And with it, once per day, you can create a wall of ice per the wall of ice spell. So there you go. Pretty cool. Rain went to the prison to check in on folks and mock some people, although then he ended up not mocking people.
I did not mock him.
He did not.
I just stared.
You stared, which was hostile, but not mocking, I guess.
More creepy, I think.
No.
You were checking in. You were checking in on criminals. It was an important, necessary task. So after you checked in on those folks, there was also a council meeting Torsten had, where not only did Torsten make a couple of policies, I guess you would say, forge some policies with the help of the council, including trade with the Black Skull Bandits to start getting some food flowing back into Tomar's Crossing. He also orchestrated the election of Summit Skullcleaver as the village master of
You say
Tomar's
orchestrated
Crossing.
like he did like some backdoor shady dealings. Basically, everyone looked at him and he went, I think Summit should be in charge. And everyone went, okay.
That's right. That's right. So it was a clever, orchestrated plot that has been carried out subtly by Robert this whole time. It's all been leading to this. And then you had a meeting with Ferrii the Wise and Bruce Killshatter. Bruce Killshatter informed you that the comet that struck the Luna Valley and melted the glacier had actually been sent by demons. It was not some sort of freak occurrence. It was demons riding a comet into the Luna Valley from the abyss in order to melt the glacier and search for Zan Crown.
And I'm sorry, is that not the best metal album cover ever of all time?
It really is.
Demons riding a comet.
It is both the best metal album cover, but also like Power Rangers villain.
Yes, definitely.
It's amazing.
Definitely. It is. You should picture it both ways, as a Power Rangers villain in a big rubber suit, and then also as a metal album from the 70s with like crazy drawings on it and stuff.
Yes.
So yes. And so in addition to so you found all of this out, you also found out that the entrance to the dungeon is in a hidden ruin called the Maragath's Prize, which is an ancient dwarven ruin. While you were having this meeting, demons attacked the city, and you managed to form a defense and fend off the demons outside of town. But a trio of Chasme demons captured Ferrii the Wise with magic manacles, and they were flying with her out of the city as you drove off this demon army. And Rock, I believe you wanted to try to stop these demons in some way. Is that correct?
Oh,
okay.
yes. Okay.
What would you like to do?
So, she can fly 50 feet, and I can dash as a bonus action. Does that get me close enough to shoot one of these things that are carrying her?
Yes, you could attempt to shoot.
Awesome. I would like to attempt to shoot, and by attempting to shoot, I mean I'm going to use my auto success from Megisa from several weeks ago that I have yet to. I'm just going to succeed at shooting the one that seems to be the most in charge of holding on to Fairy Eye to give her a better chance of escaping.
Go for it.
Awesome. So I succeed. Yay. And so lots of dice. Okay. 6, 12, 18, 30. That would be 35 magical oathbow damage.
Okay, so your arrow sails through the air, thunk, through the thorax of this giant demon that looks like a fly. It lets out a horrid screech, and as it does, you see a portal open up before this thing, and all 3 fly demons fly through this yellow portal, and it closes behind them.
I am upset.
Fairy Eye is gone. And the rest of the demons are running off as this occurs.
Are they also going through portals, or the rest of them just like scattering to the 4 winds?
The rest of the demons are just sort of scattering in all directions. It looks like there is no organized retreat for the rest of the demons. They're all just kind of scrabbling away as quickly as possible. And the people in town are sending arrows and spears and crossbow bolts after them and that sort of thing.
I would like to fly over to where this portal was and circle around where it was and be like, Dorston, Dorston, open the thing! Open the thing, Dorston, open it!
Yes, so while you are doing that, and we're out of initiative now officially, Torsten will come over and he'll, start casting Detect Magic and trying to look. And you see his eyes glow as they normally do while he's casting, and he apologizes to you, Rock, and says that the magic is gone. Whatever created this thing has disappeared.
Can you tell where they went?
He can try. He can consult the gods with his divination spells, but it will take him some time.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I will defend him from any of the scattering demons while he does that.
Gotcha. So the demons are scattering, and we turn now to amid the battle, right? There were all sorts of people defending the town. And Bruce Killshatter steps forward, who is this large half-orc revenant who is covered sort of from head to toe in black cloth, steps forward and looks at you, Rock, and says, These demons, they're the ones who sent the glacier. They're the ones who killed everyone in the circus.
And they took Fairy Eye.
They took Fairy Eye. We need to track them. As he is saying that, another figure who participated in the battle approaches. Lisa, would you like to tell us what your character looks like?
Yes. But what you guys see is near one of the trees, kind of by the roots, this little badger comes out and runs in the middle and looks up at where the portal was, which is already unusual. Then the badger opens its mouth and it goes, "Oh no!" And it looks at all of you.
Demon badger, kill it!
No, I'm not a demon badger. And the badger starts running around in circles and goes in behind a tree again.
This is all so upsetting that even the animals are very upset.
You did say the brave, right? Just
Yes.
double check.
Yeah. And suddenly this like translucent blue figure emerges. It's like a little wisp, and then it emerges from the badger, leaving behind a badger that's kind of confused, and it just kind of waddles off. And nice. There is this translucent blue small man with all different like a feather. Well, I guess they're all translucent blue. Just a cloak of feathers, and he's got really big eyes, like saucer-sized eyes, which are all you can see of his face behind this like beaked bird mask. Maybe it's offensive to Rock. Maybe it's cool. I don't know. You tell me. But he goes, I'm Targanoth, the brave, but my friend got carried away by demons.
I know this is the worst.
How did you just let that happen? I was helping as a badger. There's limited things that a badger can do.
Are you still running that way? Is that your badger? Should we go catch your badger?
Oh, that's okay. I can find another one.
Do you require badgers?
Yeah.
I don't know. The border ethereal is really, I don't know, it's kind of scary. So I prefer to possess animals on the material plane when I want to go, incognito. Not everyone likes ghosts.
But why badger?
It was, no one really pays any mind to a badger.
You were helping us fight, you said.
I was helping.
You were helping.
Okay. Someone's ankles. You saw that, right?
You are one of the druids that Fairy Eye said was coming. Welcome. Sorry you came at such a crappy time. We're in the process of we're fighting an army right now. Sorry.
An army? Why? What are all these demons doing here?
Apparently attempting to capture Fairy Eye and using death and destruction as a very big distraction.
Oh no, this is bad. This is really, really bad. It means that maybe they know what we've been up to.
Well, we haven't been very subtle about it.
Did Fairy Eye have any of our components, or we hid them somewhere else, right?
So
you gave a bag to Fairy Eye.
Oh no.
Okay, but you said in the last game that she wasn't carrying the bag when she was taken.
Oh yes.
So we need to find the bag, then we need to find Fairy Eye, and then we need to find someone better than Fairy Eye to look over the bag of stuff.
These are all valid. Torganoth, the so brave, can anyone else from your order do the ritual, or does it have to be Fairy Eye? Just asking. Still gonna try and find Fairy Eye, but...
Yeah, we should definitely find her. We need more than one person. I've actually been collecting different mages who are willing to participate, bringing them to the valley and training them to do the ritual.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
But does Fairy Eye still need to lead the ritual?
But you're making me nervous with these questions. So I'm gonna say yes.
Okay. All right.
We're going to find her even if she can't, but it's good to know if we lose her and we lose everything.
Just
let's discuss that if that happens.
Just what ifs. We're just playing hypotheticals here.
We can't start the ritual until we're ready to kill him anyway.
Okay. I mean, I guess I could help lead the ritual. And nothing. What worse could happen to me, right? Kind of gesture at the ghost thing.
I don't know. I think possessing badgers is pretty cool, but yeah. So where was Fairy Eye during the attack?
So Fairy Eye, had stayed with your stuff in the Kick and Punchatorium. So Thor's Kick and Punchatorium, not to be confused with other Kick and Punchatoriums that might be in town.
We should definitely go check out the Kick and range. Let's go kick out the Punchatorium.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
There. Also, there are no other Kick and Punchatoriums in town. We ran them all out of business.
Hang on. You don't know about... You know your competitor. Phil's Kick and Punchatorium?
Phil's a hack, all right?
Which one of them added 1, 2, 3 to the front of Kick and Punchatorium so they were the first ones in the Tomar Crossing phone book?
Also, is this Phil owns a Kick and Punchatorium, or is this because like it's Thor's Kick and Punchatorium because we dedicated it to him after he died? So is this like someone
In memoriam.
I know? Is it the in memoriam Phil's Kick and Punchatorium? Because that
That's
could
a
get
great
nasty.
question. Yeah, you have to go see. It hasn't officially opened yet.
Whatever.
So,
Fuck
Oh,
Phil.
well, don't worry about it a little bit.
Have I been with the group the whole time?
yes,
Am I
you've
just
been
kind of
fighting.
standing around like, cool, I have an axe.
Yeah. So yes, Isabel, you've been there. You've been using your new axe actually on the demons.
Neat.
And you are part of the reason. So everybody is there, including Torsten, including Targanoth. Actually, while you are talking to the people in this group of adventurers, is assembling around what you immediately know is a revenant. Your undead sixth sense tingles, and you're aware that this half orc, who you know is a friend of Ferii as well, is there impatiently looking at everybody like he wants to get on with it. You see a covered in demon ichor, this rug begins to crawl along the ground and makes its way up and then stands next to this shirtless individual, Rain, who is also covered in demon ichor, probably at this point after his bout with the Marilith. And they, this almost like a dog, sort of sits next to Rain at attention and is looking up at him as much as a carpet can do that.
Yeah, I'll throw some water on it to clean it off the rug.
Okay. And then the rug embraces you.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
To the punching kickatorium, and I'll take off.
Okay.
Are there any animals in the proximity?
Let's see. There certainly are. What sort of animals do we have here in the proximity?
Really screwed up demon plague animals.
A lot of the animals tend to be sick, as it were, in these parts, just given the stuff. Although I will say the insects are doing great right now. So let's see. What kind of animals do we have?
Please possess an insect swarm.
Please be a mosquito.
If you possess an insect swarm, I will give you inspiration.
Ooh, a
Friday.
swarm. That'd be fun.
Burn
Burn Bright
swarm.
style. Shout out Burn Bright.
So,
Oh my gosh, we're right.
Are you just seeing sort of from where you are? What can you see, or are you taking
From
a?
where I am.
Okay, great. So from where you are, you can see.
Can you see Dusk the horse?
You
Don't you
can.
dare.
Yes, there are several horses,
Dusk's
you can
will
see.
is too strong.
including Dusk the horse. If you wanted to be Dusk the horse.
You
No,
see
he's-
the most
He's too majestic.
Don't
gorgeous
you
horse you've
dare.
ever seen. I'm just saying.
Is it the most gorgeous horse I've ever seen?
It
'Cause
really is.
everyone's saying it like I'm not sure it is.
It is, but Dusk is a very special creature.
So it's a pretty good looking horse. Well, let's not mince words here. This is a beautiful horse that looks almost like a sunset. If a
What?
sunset could become a
Colorful.
horse.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Prince of horses.
All right, well,
in
then
addition,
knowing-
there's
Okay.
if you want to know what else is around, or if you want to go right for that horse, let me know.
Well, what else is
Don't you dare.
around?
Don't you dare.
Paint me a picture.
So there is also you can see off in the distance chasing actually after some of the demons. It looks like maybe a starving polar bear is there.
Ooh.
Off a little ways. There is also, in addition, it looks like some wolves who are just sort of scoping out the area. But then you've also got some smaller animal folk. Some rats are around, and there are circling overhead. It looks like there are some vultures that have made their way to the valley. Yeah.
No, I
yeah.
think
And,
everyone's-
you think with your ghostly vision, you think you could see maybe in a tunnel far away a giant spider.
Whoa,
Oh,
cool.
that's dope too, though.
Very good options.
I feel like Targanoff has spent a lot of time like stuck in a glacier, and probably wants to choose something that's going to like really blend in. So based on what Targanoff knows of creatures since being stuck in a glacier, I'm going to choose the starving polar bear, and I would like to try to possess it.
Okay, yes. So the starving polar bear needs to make a wisdom save. Is that
Yeah.
right? So
let me see. Do you need the DC for me?
I do. Well, I don't.
Oh,
I
actually,
rolled
the
a
charisma
4, so.
throw.
Oh,
If that
even
changes
better.
it.
Even better for this polar bear. Yeah, so yes, I fail. The polar bear
All right.
has.
So the polar bear stops chasing demons, and at least you need like whiz away. And then the polar bear stops chasing demons and kind of stalks up to the group, and it goes, "Okay, I'm ready."
Yeah, so the polar bear talks to all of you.
That's pretty cool that you can do that. Like Rock stops in the middle of going off and says, "It's pretty cool that you can do that." Can you do that with any animal?
Always felt closer to animals than people. They just have a much more calming energy. People are so scary. So it seems even after I died, I'm able to connect with animals this way.
Can you only possess animals or humans as well?
I've never tried to possess a human. I've never really thought about it.
Other members of your order have.
Yeah, well, that is true. The Elial, the learned, did possess someone who you were trying to keep prisoner.
Yeah.
So and they were also a willing host.
Yeah. I'm just curious if you do or don't have that ability, but that's fine. Animals are fine. Polar bear is a great pal. I fist bump the polar
also,
bear.
probably good that you stopped it from eating one of the demons. That can't be healthy.
I think you'd be surprised. Demon, the other white meat.
We don't know if that's what made those other polar bears so
undead.
Horrible, though.
Oh, those I don't know. No.
You do
to the punching kickatorium.
So you're all making your way at Targanoth. You do feel that this polar bear is ravenous when you enter its body. You can feel this hunger within it, and it's not like you want to eat every person you see. You've got total self-control over this thing, but it is, it's like when you as a person are very hungry. The polar bear, you can tell, is starving when you enter its body.
I'm hungry, you guys.
Have a ration.
I will take a ration.
I would like to offer the polar bear some mushrooms from my pouch.
No, I will swat your hand away.
I'm so hungry though.
No. You don't want those.
These are good.
No, we like you too much to be like all high and stuff for the rest of this session. So here, take a ration.
Sorry, I had to try it. That's the last time I'm gonna use that gag, guys.
I was just gonna say, I thought I took those away from you.
You probably did, but it was funnier this way.
So yes, you are. So you make your way through town. You can see people are sort of wary of the polar bear, but because you're with it and because you always seem to have something strange following you around, they're not like screaming and panicking. But you get some points and some people moving out of the way and that sort of thing as the polar bear lopes along next to all of you.
After the rug and the demons, this should be kind of blasé.
Yeah, exactly. So you get to the Kick and Punchatorium. Those new doors that have been installed are just broken off the hinges on the ground.
Of course.
And you can see inside, it looks like the Kick and Punchatorium, the lower floor once again has been totally just messed up. It looks like all of the exercise equipment is broken. There are a couple of Chasme legs that are melting into ichor puddles as you come into the room, and you can see that there was some sort of struggle here, and that's what you can see on the first floor here.
Do we see the bag of stuff?
You do not see a bag of stuff. However, Rock, with your mighty perception, you can see through the floorboards as you make your way that it looks like Fairy Eye put the bag underneath the floorboards before these demons came in.
Oh, thank
Awesome.
God.
I will pull up the floorboard and kind of just check the bag and make sure everything's still in there. And if it's all still in there, I'll just put the floorboard back down and say, well, if it fools the demons, then this is as good of a place as any to keep it.
And then Bruce Killshatter says, great, can we go?
As soon as we figure out where.
Yeah, I was about to say, where are we going?
I'm sorry.
We can, I don't know, we'll track them, right? We have a bear. He like pats the polar bear on the head.
I'm startled and I jump.
And he pulls back a little bit.
Targanov, can you track where they went even through a portal?
Can you like tell where she is based on your druidic like connection
Or your polar bear powers?
or your polar bear powers?
Okay, I'm gonna smell a Casmi puddle, and then I'm gonna close my eyes. And I'm gonna try really hard. Can I?
Sure, make a survival check. And since you're a polar bear and since you're using smell, you can actually have advantage on it.
Yeah. Well, the first one is a 19 on the die. We'll
Hey.
take that. So polar bear rules. Sorry, my computer's running real slow. It's
That's
19 plus
okay.
stuff.
19 plus stuff. Great. So you actually think, yeah, you could probably backtrack the Casme's path, right? Not necessarily know where they went because they disappeared through a portal, but if they went back from where they came, you would be able to lead everyone back from where they came.
Yeah. I communicate that, and I like start sniffing in the air and polar bear walking around, trying to get that scent.
Get that polar bear scent.
Yeah.
This,
All right.
unless Torsten has come up with something through the portal, this seems like the best way of going.
Yeah.
Yeah, Torsten unfortunately is not able to. He says something powerful is actually blocking his magic. His ability to scry and things like that are blocked. So that's weird.
All right. I say there's no time, and I run and I jump through the sugar glass window, which, despite everything else being destroyed, is still intact.
Still there.
The one thing that is supposed to be destroyed is still.
You know, the sugar glass will still cut you.
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay.
James, do I take damage? I'm okay with
Are
this.
you still shirtless?
Always.
Do you take damage from the sugar glass?
Yeah.
Oh, not you. Sorry.
Do
I
we
was like-
know it's sugar glass?
I mean, you see me jump through a glass window.
No,
I'm
but do we
sure-
know it's sugar glass and not real glass?
I'm
So
sure Rock can smell the sugar.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Rock, you with your perception notice this doesn't break like regular glass.
Perfect. I'll follow him. I'll grab a piece along the way and eat it. Oh, this is very good. We should make more of this.
Isabel will leave through the front door.
Why you gotta be so weird,
No
Isabel?
sense of
What?
urgency.
Why would you? No, I hate it.
Oh god, you're making me cough.
Yes, so the polar bear leading the way, you all begin to make your way out of town. Bruce Killshatter, you can tell, is very eager as you go and is sort of pushing you all to move faster.
I was gonna say, does he get tired? I know he doesn't sleep, but
He is immune to being exhausted, so no, he does not get tired. So that is...
Yeah, hitch him up to a cart.
Ooh.
Have him pull the polar bear.
Dusk 2.0 right here.
So this is my question is, as you make your way to the outskirts of town, you can see people are sort of gathering up things and, getting ready to look after the wounded and that sort of thing. And your carts are there and that. Are you just going? Are you stopping to gather anything? What's the plan?
Should we tell Torsten to stay?
That's what I was thinking. Torsten, do you want to stay and heal anybody that needs healing? And we'll be right back with Fairy Eye.
Will this take us longer than a session, this excursion that we're going on?
Yeah, it's like, wait, what if
'Cause-
we need healing?
Yeah.
I'm concerned.
Torsten can stay or follow you. It's up to you all.
He is
If
the
he
healer,
comes
so
with
that's
you,
a
I
good
have no
point, yeah.
problem playing him.
I mean, Sumith is still here, right? And so is Kadra.
Oh
They
yeah,
weren't
the town.
killed
The
or
town
anything.
itself will be able to function without
All right,
Torsten for a few
then-
days.
We explained the plan to kill Zancrown to the town?
You've explained
I
it
don't
to
remember.
some people here and there, like Kadra knows it, Sumith knows it, that kind of thing. So,
I mean,
But I don't know if they know details. I think they
Yeah.
know we're gathering the thing we need to kill Zancrown.
Yeah,
But I don't know if they
but
know it's in a bag
the-
under the
the
floorboards.
Several spellcasters who have come to town know more about the deal
yeah.
because they've been informed by the druid ghosts, and
I
so
mean,
word has kind of
yeah.
gotten around.
We're heroes. We're going to do hero stuff. We'll be back. We promise it's for the best.
Well, while you guys make your way out, Sumith will stop you all and say, "What's going on? Can I help?"
Fairy, I got taken. We're gonna go after them. Make sure the rest of the town is safe.
You're going after that? Oh my god. And he just looks at you and he says, "Well, who am I to doubt any of you?" And
Exactly.
he gives Isabel like a nod, gives her
Yeah.
you
She
know,
gonna pat his cheek like boop boop.
yeah. And he gives you one of those like "I believe in you" looks, right? Like he's concerned,
no.
but he knows that if anybody can do this, it's you. And he says, "Don't let these other ones die, all right? He's on the town council now. I mean, come on. We just had an election. It's going to be a lot of work to replace him."
Oh, it's so much work.
And,
They'll just like, make eyes at each other. Just like,
yeah. And then like he turns away and is, starts directing people to do stuff after giving you a meaningful look. And so I guess my big question are the horses, are you gathering the cart, that kind of thing, or are you just going?
How fast can a polar bear move?
Yeah.
We would know
How-
this as we've encountered several.
How, like, Lisa, the smell seems far away? I know you're following the scent, but can you, like...
Kenan, do I have a sense of
Mhm.
how far away
It's gonna
the smell lead us?
so you don't know exactly, but it will take several days.
Oh.
More.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then...
It's faint.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Can I ride you, polar bear?
I was waiting for that question to be asked by someone.
My name is Targanoth
Yes.
first. But I suppose so.
Isabel, you can have Dusk. I'm riding the polar bear.
What? Targanoth.
Targanoff.
Someone grab a horse for Bruce and for Torsten, and then we should go. I don't know if we
Bruce
need a
says,
cart.
I don't need it.
well, they can have Twilight and
Sparkle.
Sparkle. Yeah, I was like, the other one.
Bruce can outrun a horse?
He's a revenant. He probably just.
I know he doesn't get tired, but just in terms of, like, speed.
That's
I mean,
true.
Can't you outrun a horse?
Yeah,
by
I guess
now?
he'll take a horse. He just doesn't like that a horse is then going to have to stop. But then he looks at all of you and says, "You're all going to have to stop." And
Carry the horse. I mean, what's the problem?
Yeah.
The rest of us are the problem.
he says, "This is
And I
good. We'll have something to feed to the bear if we need to."
I am really hungry.
Well,
I
it's
will-
okay. He gets to ride Sparkle. I mean, Sparkle's like who
Sparkle's
cares?
Sparkle. You know what I mean?
Oh no, I'm riding Tusk.
No, I'm
Oh.
already riding Dusk. So
While this
wanna
is happening,
let's
Rock
do
will
it.
continue to hand Targanoth like 3 more rations out of her bag because she's got like
Gotcha.
12.
Yeah, you've got a bunch in there. Yeah.
Get the sugar
Polar bear
glass.
food
It's high in
So
calories.
gassy.
Yeah, but you burn it off so fast.
Enjoy your gassy polar bear.
Bunch of Cliff Bars.
Bruce looks at you, Isabel, and says, "No, I renamed this horse Dusk," and he pats Sparkle.
Wait,
Dusk 2.0.
that's Dusk 0.5, if anything.
Yeah, actually,
I-
this one's named Midnight now, which is better than
Midnight.
Dusk.
Okay.
Midnight is
cool.
pretty cool.
Uh,
I don't like this.
yeah.
Let's get
Yeah,
going. Let's get going.
I like everything about this.
So yeah, you are able to make your way out into the mud-soaked valley. So the mud every day is drying a little bit more. It's definitely leaning more into that cakey sort of fashion. How are you all traveling? What's sort of the deal here? I know you're all on horses or polar bear
Or flying.
or wings, as the case may be. So, Rock, are you flying ahead as you typically do?
I feel like I would have to be in the front since I'm tracking.
Yeah, I would
That's
be.
true.
I would be following Targanoth overhead, and like, I'm gonna trust Targanoth to know where to go. So she's gonna be concerned with keeping an eye on their surroundings in case something is following, attacking, something's ahead.
Gotcha. I got it. Got it. Okay. So then, why don't you both make perception checks here? And this is dependent on smell, Lisa. So again, as a polar bear, you have advantage on this.
Yeah, well, both my rolls are
Okay.
pretty dead.
I will stop for 6 seconds and look around. Ooh. That's a 32.
Got it.
So much.
Yeah, it is.
This is what I'm built to do. This is all she can do is just notice everything.
And what did you get?
At 21.
21. Okay, great. So, Rock, you hear in the distance, before even your eagle eyes can see it, you hear some very heavy footfalls off in the distance. And at the same time, Targanoth, you smell something that you have smelled in many animal forms before, and it is the smell of frost giant sweat.
Oh.
And you are heading towards it. And Rock, you also know you are heading towards these footfalls.
I will stop moving.
What is
And
it?
I
What do
will-
you sense, my
will-
mighty steed?
Okay, we need to figure out rules for this.
Okay, fair.
But, when I was stuck in the glacier, there were so many. They're like, I don't know what you'd call them. They're really frosty. They're like people, but really big, like giant. There were so many of them. It smells like them.
Oh.
How many do I see?
So you don't see any right now. The footfalls you hear, it sounds like one, maybe?
And they're in the direction we're going?
Yes.
Frost giants known for their friendly, kind, welcoming nature, of course.
And they're
Are they?
stealth?
Oh, okay.
So not known for their stealth, also not known for their friendly, kind natures, typically.
Is this that we're just so far away that we can't see them yet, or do I suspect that this frost giant is like invisible or cloaked or something?
It is that you are so far away at the moment.
Cool.
Yes.
Let's keep minding our business.
Yeah, good plan.
Over here. Let's mind our business this way.
Does the smell lead us towards that frost giant smell too?
It does.
Oh.
It does.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we
go
go?
that way? But I think Fairy Eye's that way.
Can we do like a wide berth? We're still a ways away. Can we just like circle around?
I suppose we could.
We should at least
Kill a
try.
giant. Cut our way through. It'll be fine.
Bruce Killshatter needs to bring it down a little bit, all right? You know?
All right, you need to bring it down,
Bruce,
guy
sweetie,
riding.
you're at like a 14 and I need you at like a 4.
Yeah.
Bruce, this is a big distraction. We're trying to find Fairy Eye and get to her before the demons kill her. And if we get distracted killing large men that are frosty, then this will take time.
Oh, it'll take 5 minutes. Look, it'll be faster to go through this giant than around. That's what I say.
Well, let's at least try to go around. If we have to go through, then we'll have to go through anyway. But if we don't have to, that's 5 minutes we've saved. Lead
But it's-
around, target
But
off.
we spend more time than going.
Okay, I leave. Let's leave.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
leave
let's
Bruce Killshatter now.
Do you leave? Do you leave?
I kindly ask that we move on.
Yeah,
it'll
Rand
be,
like kicks his heels.
it'll
I
be
know,
so-
right?
You're like,
I have a stick and I tie an apple to the end of the stick and I lead it in front of you away from.
I'm so hungry.
It's a Honeycrisp apple too.
ties a s'mores pop tart.
Wow, where did you get that apple?
From the place with all the apples.
From Bozic.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Okay. So it's up to you, Targanoth, whether or not you want to follow an apple on a stick.
This is demeaning.
Can I like reach out with my paw and just grab the apple?
You can.
Okay, I will eat the apple and then I will try to take us on a little side route.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tight.
And I
Coiled
will
again.
resume flying overhead and like just keep a really close eye on where these footfalls are coming from until I can see this thing.
Okay. So you all start to make your way. Bruce Killshatter grudgingly follows all of you, muttering the whole time about you being cowards.
Can I also
Walk
do
your own way,
something
then.
to try and stealth us? I don't know. Something like a group action or for the group, an action for the group to kind of point out sticks or anything just so we don't make a lot of noise as we move?
You all can make stealth checks if you want. Rock's going to have to make one on her own if she wants to be away from the group.
Stealth
Okay.
bear.
But yeah, the three of you can make a group. Well, I guess four. I'll roll for Gorf too.
I guess realistically, like Targanoth doesn't have to really stealth because Targanoth's a polar bear. So
That's
Well,
true.
But
Targanoth
I have
is
a
rider.
person on me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, who knows if this thing is hungry? So
Yeah, that's
it's
something.
probably good not to even attract its attention.
Yeah, I was
even
gonna
with
say.
something.
gosh, now I'm hungry.
So I will try to stealth. I'll like fly a little bit lower and
There's not a ton of cover around here, Rock. So you're gonna have disadvantage on this check.
I rolled a 16 for us.
I just wasted
Alright.
a nat 20 on a stealth.
Oh, but nat 20. Oh, brr, 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 brr.
Rudy, what should people enter in the Don't Split the Podcast Network chat if they want a chance to win a free PDF?
Exclamation point merciful DM in honor of our guest.
Yay! In honor of Lisa, yes. Enter
That's
exclamation point
With
merciful
a
DM.
Y. Yeah. I typed it in.
Yes, you could
chat.
win a free PDF. So, now that we are, so yes, what did you get on your stealth check, Lisa?
I got a 13.
Okay. Rock, what did you get?
okay.
Oh.
So with disadvantage, I rolled a 2, which would normally give me a 12. Except I have
Ah.
reliable talent, which says that
Ah.
anything I add my proficiency bonus to, I can treat any roll of a 9 or lower as a 10. So I actually got a dirty 20.
Okay. Cool.
What the fuck?
So,
Like, I'm not mad, but I'm a little
Skills.
mad.
Listen, so
True.
far everything has been
I
like
love
based
it.
on the things I can do. Eventually, I'm gonna
I
have to
love
take an
it.
Arcana check, and things are gonna suck.
So, Rock, you can see when this giant appears on the horizon. He is mud covered, and he's actually holding his arm at his side as if it were injured, and is carrying a large boulder as he makes his way, like with his limp arm. He or not his limp arm, his arm that is holding his limp arm. He's got a big boulder there too, and is just sort of dragging himself. Looks terrible. And when he gets to the horizon, stops and looks directly at you.
Oh.
And starts yelling and waving his good arm back and forth.
Can I understand what he's saying?
Do you speak?
No, I don't speak giant.
I do.
However, you don't speak giant, so no, you cannot understand what he is saying.
Do I think he's being friendly or being?
Make an insight check.
I would love to. I would love to continue to do things I'm good at until I have to do things I'm bad at. Okay. That's a 27.
27. Okay. You think he is asking for help?
Hey, I think the giant is asking for help.
Oh. That'd be a good friend to have. Frost giant, right?
I think we should at least find out what he wants.
I agree. And I
You might have an idea of where these demons are.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
When a polar bear
Torganoth, could we please approach the frost giant?
Yes, I was already cantering over there.
Okay.
So I will
So he
stop
asks
and
as
say
you've
yes.
already started.
Yeah.
I will wave with that being the
love
case.
this.
I will wave back at the frost giant as we head on over, like to try to also be friendly.
Okay. And at this point, as you all approach, Rudy, I know you can understand him. Does
He can
anybody
understand
else
me as well.
speak giant? That's great.
My thing says I know the languages I knew in life, so
Okay. We'll say yes. Why not?
cool.
How about Torsten? Does Torsten understand giant?
Torsten might speak
Nice.
giant. Torsten also knows comprehend languages. I know that. So we'll.
But let's
he'll
say
like-
the
Yeah.
spell slot.
Well, it's a ritual spell, so he'll likely begin casting it, as a ritual, which is going to take a while. So, but as you make your way over there while he's on his horse, he'll start casting it.
I would
and-
like to sit, causing rain to slide off my back.
Mm.
And I'm just gonna look up at the giant and just say in giant as a polar bear, "Hello, friend."
Nice, Rain. You're able to,
Nimbly.
as a monk,
Yes.
yeah, catch yourself.
Damn.
And the giant is taken aback at the talking polar bear, and sits down though as you approach. Lets out this big sigh. You can see as you get closer, he is wounded. His arm, like his shoulder up here, has been cut deeply.
Ooh.
Looks like with some sort of large edged weapon, giant sized, if you will. And it also looks like he's got some cuts and bruises all over the rest of his body. He is covered in dirt, like he has taken a couple falls as well. And says, I am Tem Vox. Yes, named for Team VF Fox.
Yeah. Is he
Thank
here?
you for your bit donation.
He's not here today, but
And says, I am in need of your aid to free my clan.
Is he speaking in giant or is he speaking in
He
common?
is speaking in giant at this
Okay.
point. And he's like looking down at the polar bear and he says, do your friends speak this language?
I say, yes, great warrior, we do, and we can aid you. And I turn to Torsten with magic, if you are willing to accept it.
And he nods.
Okay.
Yeah. So comprehend languages can only be cast on yourself, I think. So yeah.
I am the
unfortunately.
leader of our group, I say, in giant.
And Rock will yell out in the middle of all this and be like,
What's he saying? What's he saying?
He says he can tell I'm the leader.
okay, are you the leader?
I mean, that's just what he said, so I don't know.
Okay.
The giant says, I thought the bear was the leader.
But
I mean, you were right. The bear like threw you right off.
I
the
mean,
back.
all right. That's.
Bears
What's he
are-
saying?
He says he wants our help.
okay, how?
We can heal him.
Okay.
You can come down. You don't have to be up there anymore.
Oh, I Rock would continue to like just hover right there because I assume when this frost giant sat down that his head is still like tree level. So I think he's like just like up in a
You're
tree.
just flying at
Well, like in circles.
So he'll look at the rest of you and say, "You are powerful," and like motions to the magic items that you all are wearing, that are of fine make. And he says, "You have items of power?
He likes your stuff.
He likes your bow.
We like your stuff too. I mean, big rocks. I kind of like the big rocks.
Does he have a weapon?
And
They say that your rock is also very powerful.
he looks at it and like gives a grin and nods. And he says, "My axe is broken.
Oh.
I lost it in a battle. My people. We are vulnerable here. This used to be home, but the melt, the fire in the sky, it has cost us dearly. And we were beset by old enemies who have captured my people. Giants living in volcanoes with fiery red hair. Fire giants. They came, they took advantage of the situation, and they captured us and stole our things. I wish to get my people and my things back. Will you help me?"
We will, but... or will we?
If this
I
is
thought
all
you
in,
were the leader.
I'm the leader.
this is still all in giants.
Targanoth is going to switch to common and turn to Rain and say, but we're supposed to be saving Fahrenheit.
Yeah. I was going to say, if he helps us first, then we can help him later. I think a frost giant on our side would be good against demons. No, that's priority. It's okay. I pat your head.
I am a grumpy polar bear.
Why do you let your leader condescend you like this? You are clearly a great frost bear. You could eat him.
What's he saying?
I am hungry. Targanoth is going to yell up at Rock to fill her in on what's going on with the frost and fire giants. And then we're a friend of ours has also been captured, but this friend has been helping me to bring back the glacier, the freeze. And maybe when we do that, this can be your home again.
He gets a look of disbelief and joy on his face when you say that.
Do you think that you could maybe help us get my friend, free my friend back, and then we can help you with your clan?
I would like that very much.
Let us
and
have a warrior's oath on it.
He extends a large hand to shake with the polar bear.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
I jump in and grab that hand and shake it Roman style. The clasp.
I do know the clasp. It's real awkward with a big giant hand. But I guess it kind of works. And then he moves his hand to the polar bear too.
And I just do a normal polar bear handshake.
Of course, like we all know.
I mean, that's not a warrior's oath. I guess that still counts, but I mean, mine's more binding.
But it is extremely cute.
Yeah. Awesome, really
With the little polar bear toe beans.
Yeah.
And he nods at that and sort of then lays down, and Bruce Killshatter says, "What are we doing? What's going on?"
We're making a new, incredibly powerful friend.
You have me. Why do you need more power?
Man, Bruce Killshatter, I'm not having it today.
Bruce,
Go
we
scout
have to
ahead.
fight a lot of demons and lots of things going on. The more we have, the better.
I know. Are we sure we want to trust a frost giant, Rock?
They're trusting me and you and ghosts and a polar bear, so why not?
Well, are they? Or are they just setting us up for a trap? Leading us into a trap?
Why would my friends do that?
No, not your friends. The giant.
I'm gonna take a look at the giant, and even though I don't speak giant, can I intuit that this giant seems to be earnest?
Yeah, you think everything is sincere so far.
Okay, I'm gonna look back at Bruce and go no, he seems really sincere. Do you trust me?
Well, yeah, of course I do. Of course I do, Rock.
Then
You're
trust
the
me.
better judge of character than anyone I know.
Or anyone
I
that's
like
ever
it.
played this game.
Right.
I can judge everyone's character. Then you trust me, and I'll trust him, and then we'll be fine.
All right, good. Good enough for me.
Okay, cool.
And he'll go and he'll just start like he always does whenever you all are just stopped like to rest or anything like that, he just starts sharpening his sword.
Okay.
And so he just is sitting there waiting and sharpening his sword again.
It's like his version of a fidget spinner. He's just sword sharpening.
Exactly.
There's
Yeah.
no sound I love resting to better than the sound of a sword being sharpened 10 feet away
I do
from
find
me.
it super
Oh,
soothing.
okay.
It's like rain or a wind outside the door. Except
Hey,
it's a
can I
sword.
get on that?
Yeah. Hey, ask the big giant guy if he speaks like the common or draconic or Orin or something else.
Does he speak any other languages?
He thinks for a minute, and then he's got a bag, like a burlap sack, on his pouch, and he reaches into the pouch, and pulls out a necklace that is made of, it looks like when you look at it, all these different bones, right? It's got it's got like, looks like maybe a dragon bone, those of you who know what different bones look like, and a bone from all these different kinds of humanoids and giants and things like that, and he puts it around his neck, and he like leans back and kind of lets the magic of whatever is in this thing take hold of him and says, "Well, now, can you understand me?" And everyone can understand him.
Oh, that's a cool little item.
Oh, this is much simpler. I don't have to keep asking everybody to translate. Hi.
I forgot I had this. This is an item that requires a lot of your energy. And I had several items like that were taken from me, so I never actually used this one.
Ooh. Okay, so is Torsten healing him up and
Yeah, Torsten will heal him up, and he says to you, like in talking, he discusses which direction you're headed, and he says that actually his people he were taken in that direction, so it's convenient for him as well.
does
Were
he?
your-
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna. Were your people taken just by giants, or were there demons involved?
No demons. Demon dogs were involved. And he describes these fire-breathing hounds that the fire giants had with them.
Okay, we were going after like demons.
And he says, I have seen demons in the valley.
Oh, has he seen any Velok? I describe the horned creatures.
Yes, killed many.
Have they turned any frost giants into them? Please say no. Please say no. Please say no.
He says there are some frost giants have started to walk again after getting sick
And growing horns and stuff.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Fucking fantastic.
That's bad. That's super bad.
I mean, I'm immune, so it doesn't really matter to me.
I'm so excited.
I'm not immune.
Murder the shit out of some evil frost giants. I don't say that out loud, but I think it.
It's super bad.
pretty bad.
So inspiration for everyone as this frost giant, Team Vox, joins you on your journey.
Hooray.
And yes, so Team begins to make, he makes his way with you, and he sort of talks about how, his people were nomads in this region, and that they would walk throughout, and they would, hunt other animals and that sort of thing. They were, and that they would look for different monsters to kill. That kind of their whole thing was like killing monsters and taking their stuff. Sounds almost familiar, right? And so that was kind of their whole thing. They weren't big into raiding villages as many frost giants typically are. That they were looking for more of a challenge. That it doesn't sound like it was necessarily out of the kindness of their hearts, but you weren't worthy of being raided. Is essentially what it is.
Fair enough.
And he even makes a comment that, like, had he known that there were heroes of such power, they would have taken their luck and tried raiding one of your villages. And it's clear to him he thinks that is a compliment when he says it to him.
Thank you.
If it's clear to Rock that he thinks it's a compliment, then Rock will be like, "Oh, thank you."
Yeah, it's definitely clear to Rock.
Please don't.
No, too late. She's
I
already
would
done
prefer
it.
not to.
Well, thank you. That's very kind of you to say, but it'll be more fun to fight alongside you against, demons and stuff, other worthy foes.
He nods at that and agrees. Yes, it would be more fun to fight alongside you. And you are able to continue tracking things. Another 3 days go by as you make your way through the valley.
I'm assuming we take some long rests in between.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, thank you.
As we're walking, and Targanoth every once in a while will like sniff in the air to continue tracking. But he'll make small talk with TM Vox and talk about how they're going to save their friend, and then we're going to do a ritual to bring the glacier back, and all of these people are going to die doing the ritual, and I think that's so kind of them to volunteer their lives. But then there'll be just like me, and we'll have more friends, and it'll be great, and there won't be any more demons.
Wait, are we bringing the glacier back, or are we just killing the guy? I don't think we're doing that.
I thought we were killing Zencrown, and then when Zencrown goes
What?
away, this place will turn into like normal. So not glacier, but like cold again.
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it
You
not being
can't
cold.
defeat Zencrown. No, the most you can do is to summon a mighty glacier with a magical ritual that will seal him away
Whoa.
forever.
What?
And
Okay.
drop it on top of everyone in the valley? I don't like the way this is going. I don't like the
Could
way this
I
is
could
sounding.
I ask a very important question? How many other ghosts are under the impression that we're bringing back a glacier?
James, I'm under the impression we're bringing back the glacier.
Are you the
you
only
haven't
ghost?
you haven't really talked. You assume that's what they're doing the ritual for.
Yeah.
Right?
No,
Okay.
that is
Yeah.
not
So-
accurate.
So how many other ghosts though think that it's the glacier? I mean, not that it's not the glacier, but agree with
But
you.
it's not the glacier.
It's not the glacier.
I
What?
want to know.
I guess I haven't. We've been so spread out, doing all of the different things we need to get this glacier ritual together. I just assume everyone's on the same plan. That's all the stuff you guys collected, right? To summoning glacier stuff.
Yes, but apparently the stuff we can use to summon Glacier is the same thing we can use to kill Zencrown. So we're just gonna kill him so we don't have to do this again in like a couple
Then
hundred years.
When Zencrown definitely kills you, we'll have to collect all that stuff again.
We're going to kill him.
The
It's gonna be
polar
great.
bear is like on the ground. Pause.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, we would have died with the glacier too. So
There you
it's
go.
really just a little bit of time lost,
There it is.
right?
Actually, you would know that if they need to face Stancrown, they need to open his prison. So if they're not successful, he's going to leave.
What? What? No, but if you guys, this is, no, I think we need to talk about this, and I think we need to seal him with a glacier, because if you fail, then we can't seal him with the glacier. He'll just walk away.
Yeah.
Well, he's just walking away now, and if we seal him with a glacier, then he's just gonna walk away in like a couple hundred years. We're just like leaving problems
And we'll
for
just summon.
for people.
We'll just summon another glacier. It's
I
fine.
don't. Okay.
Is this is this campaign like a metaphor for global warming? Is this what it is?
It is now.
Is Zancrown is just the problem we're leaving our grandchildren.
Now, listen, we already talked to Fairy Eye and we talked to everybody, and we're going to do the things so that we can kill Zancrown, so that we stop this once and
Fairy
for all.
Eye is letting you let Zancran out. Oh, Fairy Eye and I are going to need to talk.
No, I don't
You see,
trust
As
Fairy
soon
Eye.
as we rescue them, yes, you can have this talk, but that's what we're going to do.
Targanoth is extremely disturbed, but definitely needs to talk to Fairy Eye about this.
Targanoth, you're a ghost. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it should be the, people who are alive who get to kind of decide how this is going to go down. Sorry. Just saying what I think.
I guess sacrificing my life so that the demon plague wouldn't spread.
And sacrificing thousands and thousands of other. This is we can debate all day about this one. This is something I feel quite strongly about.
But
so
should we?
Yeah, that's
you know
what
what?
I'm saying.
You know what? You can't ride on my back anymore. And I like
happens
wiggle.
off screen. All right, fine.
Wiggle a lot.
I don't care.
I'm
I
still
don't
on
even care.
dusk. I'm still on dusk.
I know. Hey, Frost Giant, fellow friend, may I ride in your pouch?
No.
What if I give
A
you?
little monk baby Bjorn.
That's what I want. Yeah.
What's wrong with the horse? Just ride the horse. It's okay.
We don't have any other horses.
Yeah, we brought all. Didn't we
but
bring?
Rain is technically as fast as many of these horses.
Yes.
That's true.
So,
He just wants to be seen riding a polar bear
It's
like the
pretty
golden
awesome.
compass.
Come on.
It is pretty dope. Like I'm not gonna
Love
lie.
that we finally got to the Golden Compass reference place.
Oh, that cool movie.
I've been like since we chose the starving polar bear, I have been there and just like
It's
holding
been locked
back.
and loaded. Yeah.
Just feel like, come on, give me a.
Targanoth sounds like Ian McKellen. So he's the voice of the polar bear in the movies. Anyway, so yeah, but yes, it is dawning on you now, Targanoth, that these heroes are taking a big risk. So rather than play it safe and seal Zancrown with a glacier, their plan is to open up his prison and try to kill him using the ritual.
And we're going to do it because we're awesome.
Right. Yes,
Well,
and
I
risk
just-
the world.
I mean, no offense, but I just met you, and a bunch of little demons took my friend away.
Yep, and we're gonna go get them back.
Okay.
Didn't
I
you
just-
watch as we like destroyed an entire demon army?
Didn't you see me jump through that glass? We're obviously heroes of might.
Through the glass, and it like just broke.
Yeah.
As-
Yeah,
as
and
a
then
mighty
Rock picked
form.
up a piece and ate it.
No. Well, yeah, but
Yeah, I
it doesn't
did.
matter.
That's
Well, I mean,
true,
I'm just
and
saying that's like more
rocky
metal.
glass.
Yeah, that's like more metal.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Just picked up glass.
That was
and ate
real
it.
glass I jumped through.
One problem at a time. Right now, Fairy Eye, and then after Fairy Eye, we help Giant Friend, and after Giant Friend, we kill Zancrown.
There it is.
What's the fantasy version of like Excedrin migraine that Isabel is like taking by the fistful?
I think it's those mushrooms.
Oh no, not the
Those
mushrooms.
It's just like
so as you begin to make your way, go ahead and make me one more survival check, because the smell of the Chasmaze is starting to become very faint.
okay, that's not
This
me.
is all of us or Lisa?
Lisa,
Okay.
sorry.
15.
We all try to smell for the demons. Just like,
So yes,
there.
you're able to smell it, and not only do you begin to make your way, the smell of, and this is not just for Targanoth, this is for all of you. Overwhelmingly, you begin to smell sulfur, and it begins to get even hotter as you make your way towards wherever Fairy Eye is. You can feel this enormous heat that is radiating from the direction where you are all walking. And there are flies buzzing around, and it's getting hot, and the mud starts to turn to like more regular dirt, and is almost becoming sandy to where you are coming. And you eventually get to a point where you see a smoky haze in the distance. You can see rising out of what looks like an enormous pit, there is this giant smoky haze coming out of it. And you can see as you get closer, flying above it are 3 buzzing Chasme demons.
Chan Fox, is this like where frost or fire giants live?
He shakes his head and says, No, they are beyond the valley.
Yeah.
This is something else. And you see Bruce Killshatter sets his jaw and he says, the comet. And then he cracks his neck, goes both ways and goes.
Yo.
This is the thing that's
comet?
causing all the heat. This is the thing we get rid of, and then at least the temperature gets to normal.
Oh.
Bruce Killshatter takes off his aviator sunglasses.
Yeah, he says, let's blast this back
How
to
do you-
space.
I love him.
How do you kill a comet?
It's a good question.
I guess you could try punching it a lot.
That's a.
You should try to run through it like you did the window.
Yeah.
We should probably get Fairy Eye before we punch the comet.
Yeah, let's get her out of there.
Oh, is she in the comet?
I
Isabel just sees a giant comet. It's just like, oh, is this what we're doing now?
Does it? Okay, so we've been informed by Bruce that they rode the comet.
Okay, they rode the comet.
Bruce, were they like inside the comet? Were they on
Oh.
top of comet?
Like in Starship Troopers, the film.
He says, I didn't get like a floor plan or anything.
That would have been. But I just wonder if this comet is hollow and they're
Command center.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Not a bad idea.
Well,
I
when
imagine they
I
have
was-
some place to ride.
Well, I was hanging out on the glacier as a ghost. Did I see the comet approach?
So you saw it from a distance. You saw it in the sky, but this is,
Okay.
as far as you know, the first time anyone has traveled to the site of the comet.
They surf in on the comet.
Yeah, no one was exactly sure where it landed, despite seeing it, which is
Okay.
some sort of weird magic at work there.
And how many
Well-
demons were flying overhead? Just 3 or 4, you said?
3.
3. Okay.
I'm sure all of the people who did see it are like incinerated by a comet.
Yeah.
Oh, good point. Good point.
Are there any on the ground in front of us? Like, I know you said there's this fog, but like, is it just the 3 demons or are there more around the comet?
So you're not close enough to know, like, because it's in a pit, it's down below in the pit. There are none around the surface of the pit. But there
Okay.
might be some in the pit with the actual comet itself.
Well, I would suggest sneaking, but we've got a giant, and so we might just want to go in and slaughter things.
That sounds good to me.
I'm so excited. Wait, what's my... I need to check my alignment. It doesn't matter. They're demons.
They're demons. These are demons. There's no need to check your alignment. It'll be okay.
I just
Yeah.
thought
I think the more evil things you kill, the better your alignment gets. Rock is saying all of this in character.
it's like it's
Yeah,
like
Rock
paying
has read the
the
player's handbook, so
it's like paying the tithes at the temple in Baldur's Gate.
Exactly.
Like I killed this town full of people, but I also have 2,000 gold. So
That's gonna be fine.
tell me.
Okay. So let's see here. Cool.
So yeah, I think we just go in.
Yeah.
I want to roll to
Let's
fuck
just
them up.
Book it in.
I mean, I don't think we run in, but
Maybe
so
we
we approach and keep looking for more stuff, and then just start slaughtering things until we find Fairy Eye.
yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
Torsten, what do you think? You're the smart one.
Yeah, Torsten, dear God, where are you? Hold our hands.
All right. So the plan is to just run in, guns blazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
but walk in cautiously.
Yeah.
Can we,
Saunter.
is there like a ritual to try and find Fairy Eye, or she's
Like a-
undead, but
Some manner of spell for
are
Loki.
demons undead?
Well-
No. Right?
No,
they're
demons
fiends.
are fiends.
Is there some sort of
Fiends.
sense undead spell, or is that something?
Detect good and evil would do that.
Okay, yeah, she's probably the only good I mean, she did drop a glacier on everyone's head, so good is.
Well, not the glacier on our heads.
Yeah, and detect good and evil now, it doesn't actually detect good or evil. What it detects is fiends, fae, undead. It detects like those classifications.
So everything
Not to
like
get all
that.
D&D Beyond on everybody.
No,
but it will
please.
actually help.
I don't know.
Sure,
the rules
but
to this
that
game.
but yeah, you were asking about undead, right?
Yeah.
Can you,
I mean,
She's a
assuming
ghost.
she's the
But
only
I think it would
undead.
also detect all the fiends.
Does it separate them individually by
does.
class?
Does it
Yes.
color
Okay,
code?
good.
Yeah,
I
with,
believe it does.
yeah. When I do it by like smell, like angels smell like
Ooh.
delightful incense, and demons smell like sulfur.
Okay, the
don't-
problem
Like
is
devil's food cake and angel food cake?
Yeah.
the problem is, and Torsten would know this, it only detects within 30 feet of you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now it lasts for 10
I was
minutes.
going to say,
And
let's
also, I
walk
don't know
around.
if Torsten has it prepared.
Is
Oh.
that a problem? Oh, he's our only healer. Fuck. You're right. You're right. That's a problem.
Yeah.
So it's getting really hot, and Torganoth can probably sense that the polar bear hates this.
Very much so.
So you see the like wispy blue little
Ooh.
dude with the bird
Let
mask.
Let the polar bear go. That's a distraction, right? He probably
Oh.
run away, but I don't know.
Well, I'm not endangering my friend. And I quickly leave the polar bear, and I go, and you see the little blue dude go, go save yourself.
I love that
the
Targanoth
polar
is like
bear runs off,
No.
but stops after a few feet and gives a nod of respect to
Oh,
Targanoth.
Oh, that's delightful. Yay. I like that Targanoth is like Cassie from the Animorphs. It is like somehow a pacifist.
Do we
I
want
used
to
to have like a nervous little ghost man.
do we want to try to capture one of these demons and interrogate it? Is
I
that
can
a
speak
thing
to
we
it.
can do?
I
Okay.
can also speak Abyssal. Now that I think about it, but yep. I took it with Prodigy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure, we can capture somebody, and they're intelligent, right?
Can Targanoth possess a demon? Does it have to be alive?
I can
Ooh.
Are demons
only
technically alive?
well, I can only possess animals that I know. I've never tried to possess a person, but I guess my other druid friends can do that. I could try to possess a demon, but I don't know what will happen.
That's a good point.
Let's start with an interrogation, and then if need
Yeah.
be, move to possession. Cool. Can we find one patrolling on by himself or whatever?
They all look like they're just sort of circling in the sky above the, and it's very erratic. Like there's no pattern to their patrol. They're just
Okay,
like
cool.
flies buzzing over.
We've encountered. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I would like to use my my know your enemy and spend a minute observing these creatures outside of combat.
Sure. Yes. And what does know your enemy tell me then?
Capabilities compared to your own. Strength score, dexterity score, constitution score, armor class, current HP, total class levels, fighter class levels.
Okay. So I can tell you for all of them then,
Okay.
they have a 15 strength, a 15 dexterity, a 12 constitution, an armor class of 15. Hit points, you also know that?
Yes, current HP. Yes.
They currently all have 84 hit points.
Oh, why? You.
And they have no class or fighter levels.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Can I
Trippy if they did.
gosh, where it's like a fear spell when you actually I think that's wisdom. I think fear is wisdom.
They all have 20 levels of wizard.
Neat. Yeah, right. Okay. I will Isabel will look at the rest of the group, and the way that I'm doing like the prodigy thing is like I've now spent enough time staring at these creatures to basically be able to categorize them in my mind. So she'll turn to the rest of the group and tell them that they're not particularly strong compared to like her or Rain. Wouldn't want to get necessarily hand-to-hand combat with them, but They should be pretty easy to hit, and she points out like the weak spots in like their carapaces, like draws a diagram in the dirt. It's like
awesome.
they seem a little spindly, but they do seem like they have a lot of life in them. See how erratic they're acting up there. Da, da, da. They look like they're not scared of anything, type of thing. That's how she'll convey the rest of that information to the group, like a little general.
Nice. That's
tiny
awesome.
5-foot general.
Have they noticed us yet?
No, but how close are you? How close do you want to get, I guess is the question. Right now, in my mind, you are like 300 feet away.
Yeah, is there like a tree line in the distance? Let's stay within the tree line.
There's not really a tree line, but there's some like dirt mounds and things like that.
If we are 300 feet away from one of them, Rock is going to turn to all you and go, "Do you want me to just start shooting them?"
Yeah, do these guys know magic? Can they like fireball us from a distance, or I don't know.
The ones we encountered before
think
didn't,
so.
but we don't know exactly.
Yeah, if they
I
can
have
come
no way of
close,
knowing.
then I would love nothing more than to leap upon the back of one of them, and perhaps he will be my mount. A superior mount to
So it's
my
not.
previous one.
I mean, I guess technically it was more. Okay, whatever.
It was a partnership.
I'm gonna drop a glacier on you later. It's fine.
Don't love it, but understand it.
Sure, let's aggro them.
Aggro. All right.
Here's a weird question.
Uh-oh.
I love a weird question.
So I've got this insightful fighting thing that I've used quite a bit, where I do an insight check against an enemy's deception check, and if they fail, then I get advantage against them.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have to be aware of me in order for me to use that?
That is a good question. Insightful.
So I can read it off. As a bonus action, you make an insight check against a creature you can see that isn't incapacitated, contested by the target's deception check. If you succeed, you can use your sneak attack against that target, even if you don't have advantage on the attack roll, but not if you have disadvantage on it for 1 minute or until you use this feature again on a different target.
Yeah, I mean, I think they don't need to be aware of you then.
Yeah.
So I think they still get to make a charisma deception check because it is in the nature of most living things to not put their weaknesses on display.
That totally makes sense. Okay.
James, getting deep.
Then I would like to insight the closest creature contested by its deception check.
Okay.
That'd be a 25 from me.
Cool. So I got a 6. So you
Awesome.
1. Yeah.
I'm going to shoot it.
Okay. So we're gonna start here. You're shooting.
I'm shooting.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't think Rock knows if she's hidden from it, so she's gonna use this first to get the sneak attack.
Okay. Go for it.
So that would be a 21 versus AC.
That hits.
Ah, we know their
Awesome.
AC. That's right.
Yes, their AC is 15.
So-
Yay, now we don't have to lie about our dice rolls, which we don't do.
Okay.
Feeling punchy today. I had cake for breakfast.
Cake for breakfast. What a life.
Sure did. Came home from vacation, saw that I still had almost an entire 7-Up cake waiting for me in my fridge.
What?
That is 33 magical
Holy
piercing bow damage.
Jeez Louise.
I do a lot of
Okay.
sneak attack damage.
out of their 84 hit points.
Oh.
Why have I never used that ability?
Because you need to spend a minute observing,
Yeah.
right?
You're right.
It's
You
hard to
did
do out
drop
in
on us
combat.
like 800 times.
Yeah.
So what I do need from everyone is initiative now.
Fair enough.
12.
Yeah.
Rain. What did you get, Rock?
I got an 8.
Whoa. Did you roll a 1?
No, I rolled a 3. I just consistently roll crap on initiative. I don't know why.
Targanoff?
I 18.
Ooh.
Isabel?
15. I don't know. I'm just making faces into the camera. I'm so sorry.
Hey, if you're watching this now, be sure to smash that follow button.
Yes, smash that follow. Wind. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Wow, we got a lot of things going. Does Dusk have initiative, too?
So we're just gonna have Dusk go on your turn if you're using Dusk.
On
to
my
move.
turn? Oh.
It's on my
Isabel's
turn.
turn. Yeah.
That was
Man,
the royal.
I wish that I had like mounted combatant now. I would annihilate.
You wish you had taken the Cavalier instead of the...
Yes.
Targanoth, it is your turn.
Oh, so does that mean the Casmes are like turning in our direction?
Yes,
and-
you see the Casmes, once hit with an arrow, start to turn toward you.
All right, what can I do? They're 300 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Torganoth is going to yelp, "Oh no, they're coming!" and hide behind Rain.
Okay, excellent. So
What?
make a
You're the
stealth.
brave?
check.
You're the brave, right? Targanoth the brave. I didn't know
That's
some of the
my
titles
name,
were
yes.
ironic titles.
I crit.
Oh.
Excellent.
I'm
You
very
disappear so much that even Rock can't see you,
Yes.
which is crazy.
Not into the border ethereal because that's scary.
Oh, right.
I might argue with that later. That's also a crit, so...
Hey!
Hey.
Burr, burr, burr.
Isabel, it's your turn.
Gosh, I'm just.
Oh, right. I was going to that's a crit. So
Yeah.
that means we're giving away a PDF.
Yeah, that's 2! Exclamation point, merciful DM.
Woo! Yes. Go for it. If you add that into the chat, you could win a free PDF. So sorry. Isabel, it is your turn.
See, this is the problem, is that all right, yeah. So I'm gonna use my heavy crossbow, which should what is it? Yeah, 400 feet. And I'm gonna shoot at one of the demons, and it doesn't really matter to me whether or not I hit them because I'm just gonna use Commander's Strike with my other 2 attacks. Or with my other
gotcha.
1 attack, since it's forego one of your attacks.
Right.
So I'm gonna. First one is a 16 plus 5, so 21.
Okay, 21 hits.
Where is my D10? That's not a D10. That's a D8. Da-da-da. And that's going to be 5 damage, which isn't a lot. And then I'll shoot it again with the crossbow for 12 plus 5, so 17.
Okay.
12 damage, or no, not 12. I didn't add anything. I was looking at my battle axe for 7 damage. I'm sorry for that second one. And then I'll use my Commander's Strike and tell Rock to shoot again.
Got it.
Since Rock's a little better at those bows than I am.
I think I'm actually gonna miss. That's a 17.
17. Yes, that is going to hit.
Oh, that does hit. Okay.
Yeah, their AC is 15.
You know, I wrote that down and then I forgot. So
Aim for the eyes, boo.
not my best hit, but hey.
Nice. Minsk. Nice. I got the reference.
Thank you, Rudy. I appreciate it. And I think it's also go for the eyes, boo, but it's fine.
That's 34 magical bow damage.
Okay.
I do 70.
I know.
My sneak attack.
It's
I'm gonna
insane.
go
Double
ahead.
D6 for my oath bow plus 5.
Yeah, so there's
Super
you
good.
hear this chittering coming from the Casmes.
What are they saying? Are they saying words?
It sounds like pain screaming.
Oh, neat.
So, not really words, more like
Yeah.
you
What
know,
was
like
that
when you
again?
get hurt
That
and you
was-
make that
Yeah.
noise.
Yeah.
Could you do that
Yeah,
again
yeah,
for us?
yeah.
I didn't catch it
Yeah,
the first time.
You're like a murloc.
I can't,
Sound of
unfortunately.
James
I don't think I could recreate that if I listened to it again.
It's the sound of James stepping on a Lego.
Yeah, that's whenever I'm in pain, I go. So
You can't help
Yep.
it. It's just like a
Zoid
body.
breaks.
It's just the body reacts and makes.
it's like
that
it's
noise.
like laughing when you see something funny or
Yeah,
crying
you
when
just
you
can't
see
help
something
yourself.
sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It just
absolutely.
Oh, my abs
Um,
hurt.
But what I will say is, Esbel, first is at the end of your turn. Don't let me cut you off if it was not.
Yeah, I don't think I have any bonus actions I can use. No, Commander Strike was a bonus action, so it's fine.
Okay.
Good.
So as that happens, you hear a tremendous roar erupt from the crater, and the Chasme demons dive down into the crater of the comet and disappear on their turn.
This is bad. This is bad. They're warning people. This is bad.
Yeah.
Rain, it is your turn.
Are we still in initiative?
We are.
They're out of sight completely.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see.
This is bad.
What would I do
This is bad, yes.
if I was playing an idiot, which I am?
You would jump into
I
that
run and I jump into the crater. Yep.
Okay.
Or I look
All right.
down before I jump in.
Okay. So as you are running, you get to the edge of the crater, and you see down in the pit there is this massive, roughly spherical stone, and the stone is pockmarked with all these tunnels on it that look kind of tiny for the size of the stone. And you can see strapped to the top of the stone with chains is a screaming Ferii the Wise, as if she is in pain. But you can
Poor Ferii
her
the
mouth
Wise.
is open like she's in a scream, but you don't actually hear any sound.
Is this like
coming.
when we first found her? Also stuck screaming?
Yes, although she's silent this
Okay,
time.
last time she was making noise, yeah. That's right, we
Over
kept trying
top
to
of
talk
her
to she
is
would just
a
scream.
corpulent, fur-covered demon that looks like the cross between an ape and a boar. It's got these huge tusks and kind of a boarish face and a giant gorilla body that ends with claws on its hands and hooves. And then it has tiny little feathered wings that it should not be able to fly with, but it is flying on. Like,
and
physically,
remind all the viewers and listeners what corpulent means, if you would, James.
Means like a big dude who is like
Had too many cakes.
Yes, yeah, like a big dude who's
7-Up kicks.
Yeah, but like almost like his body has a mind of its own, kind of.
Round with limbs.
Round with limbs, yes. So yeah, but he is and he's got these claws coming out, and he is shouting at the Chasmes who are flying around.
Oh, what is he saying?
It is saying to kill you.
Oh, well,
he's pointing up at the pit.
Could have guessed that. It's just him and the flying things?
It is, as far as you can see, yes. It looks like they are probably about 30 feet down. The top of the comet is 30 feet down in this enormous crater.
How far away are the flying things? Could I leap onto one of them?
Yeah, they're right now. They're on top of the comet, so you could.
Yeah, so much like a glacier being dropped on the heads of thousands of sleeping people, I will leap and plummet downward onto one of these flying creatures and elbow drop it and try and grapple it at the same time.
Sure. Go for it.
Okay. Is this a standard attack, we'll say, or I guess. Yeah.
So if it's a grapple, it's you making a strength athletics check.
Then I'll just try and elbow drop it and just smash it. And I'll go for the one that has already been quite damaged.
Yeah, it's quite injured. You see several bolts and arrows sticking out of it as you make your way with an atomic elbow drop.
I roll a 13, so I'm going to spend my inspiration and attack again. 18. There we go.
Okay. Your elbow connects and this thing explodes in a burst of ichor as you fall on top of it. You are now on top of the comet. You are near Furry Eye the Wise, but you are also near the demons.
Yeah.
At this point.
Do I take any damage by standing on the comet by chance?
You do not, but you do feel it is very hot and
Hmm.
pulsing with power.
Ooh. Okay. So I slowly stand up and take my shirt off and walk confidently towards the demon. And
Which
man,
one?
the big one. And like in Mission Impossible 5, when Henry Cavill does like that shakeout of his arms, and in the
And grows a
trailer it
beard?
makes like a reloading gun sound for some reason. That's what I do. Oh, it's the
I have
best
not
part of the
seen-
trailer. Oh, it's so good. Anyway, fun movie too. Check it out. Mission Impossible 5.
We are not
Just shout-
sponsored by
not
Mission
sauce.
Impossible
I
5.
wish. Oh my goodness.
Welcome to Spy Chat. It's a movie where we all talk with. It's a podcast. We all talk with Rudy about spy flicks. So
That's,
next week we'll be talking
much-
about Salt, the
Spy
Angelina
Kids 3
Jolie-
win.
Spy Kids 3. Yes. And the Avengers. But not that the Avengers.
Oh,
the
okay.
other Avengers.
Gotcha.
Oh, the other. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So I do have a second attack, and I will use that to just punch this guy in his corpulent stomach.
Okay.
Does
Go
a
for it.
19 hit his armor class?
It does.
Nice. For 8 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and I will stunning strike him. So he needs to make a, let's see, 4 plus 17 con saving throw,
Okay.
or be stunned.
All right. Here we go.
I'm gonna check my points. Which
Oh, that is a natural one, sir.
Oh!
Hey!
Beshny is stunned.
Done.
Make a note about that so that I don't forget.
Yeah. So he's stunned till the end of my next turn.
His turn. Yeah.
And then I'm going to use Flurry of Blows to get 2 more attacks.
Go for it.
29 and 25.
29 and 25 both hit.
For a total of 20 more additional damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to knock him prone.
He
which
will
I can
automatically
do.
fail because he is
Mhm.
stunned. And he is prone on the ground and stunned now
Nice.
on top of this comet. Not looking good for him. And let's see. It is Wind's turn. So Wind,
Wind, stay up
comes-
there. You're going to burn if you touch this comet. You're a rug. Stay up there.
Wind very sadly stays up there. It is the demon's turn, and
Oh.
it is stunned, so it won't do anything. And Rock, we are at your turn.
What about the Tim Vox? What happened with him?
He's
Frost-
after you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I had such a low roll. I just figured I was at the end. Okay. There's still 2 of these flying bug-like demons.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna go after one of them. I am going to.
So they're in the pit right now, so you'll need to get over to the edge of the pit, which you can do in a move.
I do
For
that.
The
Is
sake
the
of cinema.
is the one I incited still alive, or is that the one that got killed?
Yes, the one you incited is dead.
Yeah, that's the one.
Awesome. So I need the
exploded.
second one to make a deception check.
Mm,
Versus my 25.
okay, I failed.
Okay. Excellent. I'm going to try to shoot it.
Got it.
That's an 18, so that hits, if we remember correctly.
Yes.
10, 18, 34 piercing damage.
Okay.
Magic fun piercing damage to that guy.
All right. You hit it, and there is a horrible squelching sound as you hit this bug. And then it is the giant's turn. He comes through and is going to hurl a rock at
Wait,
the
Oh.
hurl a boulder, if you will, at the Casme who was just harmed by rock. And that boulder will sail against the rock, or I'm sorry, will sail against the Casme and hit it. And it is going to take a tremendous amount of damage from that, although not as much as rock dealt, but still quite a bit from this rock. Anyway,
sneak attack boulder damage. Ooh,
rocks are neat. And then Torsten wanders up to the edge of the pit as well. And I will let Robert decide what his character does when we come back next week.
Oh.
But in the meantime, we did roll a couple of natural 20s here.
Yay!
So enter !merciful DM into the chat for a chance to win a free PDF. So check that out. And yes, we also owe thanks to many of you who were donating bits this time around. So thank you very much. 12-sided die guy. Or 12-sided guy, you are going to get an NPC named after you. Josh Long, of course, as always, with the failure. Zoltar for another failure. Topher ATL, hooking rock up with a success. And let's see, Free Like New. Thank you so much for your bit donation as well. So thank you all, and thank you everybody for watching. Remember, !merciful DM for a chance to win some free PDFs. And let us go now around the table before we announce our winners. And where can people find you? Let's start with our guest, Lisa Chen.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter @mercifuldm or at lisachen.com, Lisa spelled with a Y. I also have a podcast on this lovely Don't Split podcast network called Behold Her podcast, which Rudy helps edit. And we just launched a new episode all about kids in D&D. So you can check that out at Behold Her Pod or at beholdherpodcast.com.
Woo! That is awesome. Yes, check out Behold Her. The new episode is so good. So yeah, for sure. And where can people find you, Lauren?
Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. You might know me online as Obo Crazy. I'm the community manager for D&D Beyond. You should come hang out in our Discord because our Discord is fun. I'm also the DM for Dungeon Drunks. We are doing an extra special series of games this week. We teamed up with the How We Roll podcast and the Taking Initiative podcast and Codename Entertainment, who do Idle Champions. And we all put out a special one-shot episode with the three of us, and it was awesome and fun. Also, you can find me as Okira, the Dragonborn, on Wednesdays on the D&D Beyond Twitch channel. And if you happen to be in the Seattle area this week, you can also hear me playing oboe and English horn in the ballet Pinocchio, which is being played by by somebody. Hold on, wait. The Tacoma City Ballet. There we go. I had it here, and I thought I could remember. Tacoma City Ballet doing Pinocchio. Come this weekend. Hear me play the thing that I'm named after, and also D&D. Thank you. Bye.
And how about you, TK? Where can people find you?
It's me. It's TK. All right, spooky stories on the internet. And if you like spooky stories, then you can read them at tkjwrites.com. Or you can follow me on Twitter, TK Joins the Fray. I'm in a lot of streams. I'm also the community moderator or one of them for the D&D Twitch channel. That's great. I like that. I have a schedule on my pinned tweet thread of the streams that I'm on in the schedule. I will never update it. So that's just how life is. Get used to disappointment. If you like seeing me DM, then you can come see me on Fridays, and it's awesome. And Lisa and I are on a show together. That's Ravenloft, and it's very spooky. And we have only 3 episodes left in this season, and I'm starting to panic with the story. So we'll see what I change. But we're going to definitely fight a monster inspired by one of my favorite horror monsters ever, which is the 1988 remake of The Blob.
I hate it.
Oh, that's got a gnarly scene.
I love that movie
Ugh.
so much.
I love it.
I love it. It's one of my favorite
Comfortable.
movies ever. You should be happy, Lisa. No, why aren't you having fun? Anyway, that's it. Buy my book.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Rudy, where can people find you?
Hey, I'm on Twitter at Rudy Basso. Head to don'tsplitthepodcastnetwork.com for lots of great podcasts, including Behold Her and Dames and Dragons. Noelle, who is one of the players on that, is guesting on Tales from the Mist, too.
Oh, yeah.
So, absolutely. Check that out on Friday. Also, going to give a shout out to a great movie called Edge of Tomorrow. I love Edge of Tomorrow. Tom Cruise. It's a really good movie. Check it out. Lisa.
I'm
It's
really
worth watching.
concerned for Rudy.
It's
I
so
need
good.
to make sure this movie's a
It's
real
just
movie.
a great movie.
It's based on a manga, and
5?
The manga has an absurd name.
yeah, the manga's like really ridiculous.
Yeah.
But like honestly, I hated it the first time I watched it, but the second and third time I watched the movie, I was like, okay, and that's not a pun intended because it's like time travel stuff, but
Yeah, it's very
it's
good
a
movie.
watchable movie.
I think the manga is called All You Need Is Kill, which is
Yes,
good,
that is what it's called.
good call changing the film's
Yeah, Edge
name.
of Tomorrow, much better,
Yeah.
much better. It kind of a slow opening and a meh ending, but like all the middle stuff.
Tom Cruise
Great.
playing against type. I love it. A lot
Yeah.
of comedy in there. It's
Yeah.
got it all.
Yeah, good stuff.
So you're talking about Edge of Tomorrow,
Yes.
but Edge of Tomorrow actually has a new name as well. if you're
Overseas, it's called Live, Die, Repeat.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's super. That's not good.
No, I agree. I think
Edge
Edge
of
of Tomorrow
Tomorrow's
is
good.
the
That's
best.
just, it's worse.
I call it sci-fi Groundhog Day. So
Yeah, he does
Which
run
is
a lot.
also arguably sci-fi.
Hmm.
Things can be more than one thing.
Yeah.
That's
Groundhog
true.
Day is good.
That's true. Anyway, watch Russian Doll on Netflix.
I was gonna say Russian Doll. My brother calls
Uh,
those Groundhog Day. That's the genre. He loves those Groundhog
Yeah.
Days.
Yeah, sure. Time loops, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Good movies.
So I would like to say you can find me also on Don't Split the Podcast Network. I wrote this adventure we're playing through, and you can purchase it. It's called The Demonplague. You can find it on DriveThruRPG and at roleplayingtips.com/Demonplague. You can pick it up in softcover, hardcover, print, PDF. I think those are all the flavors currently available. So go check that out. In PDF, we also have 2 and 1 column viewing. Ooh, for those of you who prefer an e-reader. So check that out. In addition, I'm on Twitter at James and Chigasso. I've got a blog, worldbuilderblog.com, and smash that follow
Smash
button.
follow.
Smash it. It's a little purple heart. Looks great. Now, if you are in the Don't Split the Podcast Network Twitch chat and you have entered !Merciful DM, you could win a copy of The Demonplague.
Okay.
So let's see. Here
So
we
this
go.
is for the Demonplague. 12-sided guy. Yay!
That guy will be in touch via this
The
platform known as
messenger.
Twitch.
Yeah, and
Yes,
then
Twitch.
be sure to follow 12-sided guy. Giving out one more thing, which is what's the thing we're giving out?
Yes, giving out one more thing. It's only
Tarasques?
been a what?
Tarasques or
Oh yeah.
Tarasques?
We'll give away a little invasion of the planet from Tarrasque. Yeah, I wrote it. It's an adventure. You fight a Tarrasque. It's really fun. You fight several actually.
Tarasques. Yeah.
Several Tarrasques at once. So let's go ahead. Let's drop that
Here we
down.
go. The winner is Holly Monster.
Holly Monster. Yes. So we'll be in
Yay.
touch via Twitch stuff. So yes. Thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you for watching. Lisa, thank you for being here. You'll be back with us next week.
See y'all next week.
Yay.
Yes,
Yay.
absolutely. And
Whole crew here next week.
well, yes, we will probably have the whole crew here next week. Robert's
Yeah.
moving, so his
Hmm.
internet reliability is up in the air at the moment.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But until then, don't let the demons bite.
Don't let the
Rudy.
demons bite.
So
James.
mad.
Bye.